Good evening, everyone. How about another unboxing video? Let me tell y'all, when I tell y'all today was supposed to be my down day, I was out there with that pantry all day long. That Mama Jamma was on jam today. Everybody needed something today. From, oh my goodness, 7 a.m. I tell you, I open it around 7 a.m. for the kids, but I do advertise 9 to 5. Bam, 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 bam. It got hit so hard today. It was nearly empty, and I took that as an opportunity to just go ahead on and clean it out and, dust everything and wipe everything down because it was practically empty. It was so easy to move stuff out the way because it was them covers, it was bare. I went out there, I set up again for the morning. So we're ready to go in the morning. We're ready, set, go. But baby, when I tell you the people were in need today, the people were in need. But you all have sent reinforcements. And let's see what you sent. Starting right now. Let's go with the first bag. I sense that it is a coat. The end of this week, y'all, is going to be the last day for coats. It is. Now, if you see one, obviously, I'll make sure that it gets to a kid in need. But after this weekend, I would really prefer not to mess with these coats no more. Okay? I've done what I can do on it. Remember, the coats were never the goal. I just wanted to be able to help out a few of the kids in my community. I feel like I have done that sufficiently. And so, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. It's a lot of work on top of everything else. It is, oh my goodness. I'm going to sit this one aside immediately because I feel like that kid that needs one, I feel like he can fit this. Look at it. And that's probably why someone sent it. Because this is this a man's? This has to be a man's coat. This is, I feel like this will fit him perfectly. We're going to hold this one back for him. I don't know his name, but we're going to hold it back for him. I don't know how he's going to take that, though, because he is the kid. Like just today when the kids came today, the two girls, like I said, these girls ain't shy, honey. They're going to get their lip balms and their lotions and their deodorant and their chips and their Kool-Aid jammers, okay? They're going to get theirs, okay? Their spiral notebooks, their pencils, their pens. They're going to get theirs while these boys want to walk on by looking cool. But when they saw all of the great snacks, again, it was one of them days that it happens, they came running back, and took their snack and went on about their way. We call them the Breakfast Club. Again, much to my disappointment, my Stand By Me crew has not been back. That woman effectively ran my babies off. And so I'm just hoping they ride their bikes all the time. I just haven't come across them. But when I come across them, I will be letting them know that they are more than welcome to, because they did it too much for her to have not said anything. And for them on that day when she pulled up and started talking to them, she said she had to have said something to them babies to make them not come back. And that's the thing about adults. Usually it's not the kids that's problematic. They learn how to be problematic later on because the adults condition them to be problematic. But, those kids, they were not hurting anything. They were minding their business. They would grab a book. They would grab them a juice. And they would grab them a snack. And they would go on about their business. They wasn't hurting a thing. And some adult who felt like they ran something at my house ran these babies off. I shouldn't have said all of that, but I did. But I'm really frustrated by it. Let's see who sent us that coat. Hold on, because we don't know who sent the coat. Is there a ticket in here? Wait. Who was thoughtful enough to hear me say that baby didn't have a coat and then sent one? Let's see. But someone recently told me that they put their names on everything. I believe it was Shirley Reese. She said she put her name on everything. So it's not y'all, it's Amazon. whoever sent this, I don't know who you are, and I am very sad that I don't know who you are, you know, but thank you. Thank you, because I know that's why you did it. I know that's why you did it. Michael Harriet. If you do not know who Michael Harriet is, Michael Harriet, before he was a published author, he was a journalist, and he's most well known for his work over at The Root. If you know, you know. And I remember when he said his goodbye. This was maybe about, I don't know, it's been maybe about 3 years now or something like that, 3-4 years now since he said goodbye. And I was like, well, what's next for Michael? Because his writing is so prolific, and he was one of the best things about The Root. And I'm glad to see that the brother is still providing us with most needed content. I know you can't hear me, but thank you, Michael. Let's see who did this. Nicole W. Thank you so much, Nicole. Nicole, as you all know, you've heard me say that name before. She's a very good friend to the Pantry. Let me try to speed this up. I get to talking, y'all. Thank you, Nicole. Let's see. Oh, okay. I thought it was ravioli, but it's not. This is actually beefaroni. Give the people something different, okay? If you go on that list, you'll see where I think it's like 5 for $1. I don't know if that was a sale, but it was like 5 cans for $1. Yep, and there's not $1. I'm sorry, $5, which is very reasonable still, which is why I brought it up. But it was 5 cans for $5. I think that's very reasonable. You know, if all you got is $5 and you want to help the pantry, send us 5 cans of beefaroni, honey. This stuff disappears. If it's anything like the ravioli, this stuff disappears. They love this. From Flosetta, Canada. Okay. All right. Thank you, Flosetta. From Flosetta. Okay, we got a big box here. It says heavy on it. Oh my goodness. I know exactly who this is from, honey, because we already talked about it. Miss Sheila Graham. We already talked about it, boo. I'm going to go out there as soon as I wrap this up and put this out there because I've already set up the pantry for the morning. So when I go lock up, I'm going to go put, look, this is apple juice. Where can I sit this? Good grief. Ouch. And this is orange juice. And I'm old school. I know these still have a lot of sugar in it, like the Kool-Aid Jammers, but I'd rather just the kids, instead of grabbing those Kool-Aid Jammers, because I know they are looking for them in the morning too, looking like, where are they at? Because now I got all the healthy stuff, breakfast stuff in there in the morning. Don't get me wrong, they grab them. They grab the Kind bars. They grab the Nature, the Nutri-Grain bars. They grab the Pop-Tarts. But I did take the Jammers out of there. And one of the reasons why I took the Jammers out of there is something that my oldest kid did once upon a time. I was in the kitchen minding my business, honey, and Channel 2 News in Detroit. That's when we lived in Detroit. They called me. And, well, first they asked for him. And so, obviously, as a parent, I'm monitoring this conversation because I'm like, well, who is this? This child then called the news, y'all, and got the news involved because the teachers at his school were complaining about the lunch ladies' side hustle of selling candy to the kids at recess. So the kids were coming back to the classroom and they would be all amped and hyped, and the teachers were, it was really, really frustrating. Like, they were really complaining about it. And then my son, who is a lot like me, and obviously was a little bit of a Karen back then, he's a lot like me. He just really, well, I didn't enjoy school like he did, but he genuinely enjoyed school. And, you know, he wanted to learn. And when the kids, I mean, by the time you get those kids settled down, you got maybe about 15 good minutes to teach. You know what I'm saying? 15, 20 minutes in a 45-minute, 50-minute session. And so it turned out to be a big thing. And then the next thing you know, Channel 2 News was at our house and they were interviewing him. And the teachers wanted to be involved in it because they were the ones that were complaining about it. And then, but the teachers couldn't because their union advised against it. Child, it was a whole big thing. But then I got on the good list of the teachers. And so the teachers were giving me free trips to like Denver, Colorado. I have to go as a chaperone. You know what I'm saying? But free trips. Because the teachers was like, you know, and I guess they got a resolution. The lunch ladies, I hate to say it, but they couldn't sell the candy anymore because they caught media attention. But you know, it's like afterwards, if they, you know, if you want to, you want to send them home, the school was like, you know, do what you do. But here in school, during these hours, you can't. So that puts me in the frame of mind. I said a whole lot to just say that I don't think I should be filling them up with sugar first thing in the morning. But I don't know. Just something a little better option. I bought myself some juicy juice, and the juicy juice doesn't have any sugar added. So I bought those, and those should be here soon too. What are these? Wait, I threw out the ticket. Who sent these? These are kids' hats. Excuse me. Who sent this? Kim Mosley. Thank you so much, Kim. Our mother who had cancer, she came today, and she took the only 2 pairs of gloves that I had in there. She got coats last Saturday, but today she got gloves. Let's see. What is this? It is a book. Excuse me. The Berenstain Bears and the Joy of Giving. You get a lot of joy from giving. You do. Give where you can. The universe gives us what we put into it. That's the law of the universe. It just says the gift for you. There's no name on it. But whoever sent it, I thank you so much. I really do. Berenstain Bears is a childhood favorite of mine. But that is a law of the universe, you know. Some people, they always complaining about how their lives is going so wrong. And if I care about them, excuse me, I will tell them the truth of the matter. And usually the truth is, now don't get me wrong, you know, life happens. It does. But a lot of times that's the universe paying you, giving you back what you done put out into the universe, because that's what it does. There is a karmic response for everything that we do, honey. People think they be getting away with mess. You ain't getting away with nothing. We got one last box. Let's see what we got. Rice-a-roni. So the rice-a-roni is coming through. The yellow rice got cleaned out today. There is no yellow rice in there. But we do have more yellow rice in the house, though. But that yellow rice, baby, it is gone. It is gone. So this is the rice-a-roni. We know what it looked like from the last time. Let me see if it's the same flavors, though. It probably is, because they probably grabbed what I put on the list. And I know I probably only put one on the list. Yep, rice pilaf, chicken, and beef. Because I realized in that video the other day I didn't hold up the box so you all could see how many were in there. So this is a great opportunity to do that now. Okay, and there's also Pop-Tarts. The kids love Pop-Tarts. But I have noticed... Oh, Cheez-Its. Isn't that cute? I have noticed that they don't tend to be that fond of the blueberry. Don't get me wrong. They'll take it if there's nothing else there, but they prefer the other flavors. believe I've ever seen these. Cheeses snapped. It's cool. Snacks are always welcome because, baby, when them kids get home from school, that's the first thing they do is they hit that pantry. Before they hit home, honey, they hit that pantry now. And that would be, of course, the Breakfast Club. And we've got the Pop-Tarts in here, too. Let's see what flavors are in the Pop-Tarts. Oh, it's a book in here, too. I'm glad I looked. I noticed that this was gone off the list. Marcus and Michaela wait for Santa. I don't celebrate Christmas, but, you know, I don't begrudge any child that does. You know, your religion is your religion. It doesn't, you know, I don't have to agree with that. Jerry Cooley. Thank you so much, Jerry. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have to agree with it, you know what I'm saying? But I do realize that, you know, Christmas is a big, you know, I celebrated Christmas as a kid. It was a big thing, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm not gonna lie, if I had it to do all over again, if I was, you know, like a mother in today's time, of little kids, maybe I should say that. That's a little bit better. I don't think that I would, well, I know that I would not have, allowed my kids to believe in Santa. I remember when I attempted to tell, you know, when I started waking up, and I attempted to tell my youngest one that Santa didn't exist. Now, my oldest one knew. And this is when Wesley was about 6. I tried to tell him that, you know, but lovingly, age appropriately, I tried to tell him that there really was no Santa. And when I tell you that boy flipped out on me, I was like, I took it all back. I mean, he flipped the fuck out on me. Like, you know, that was like the worst thing I could have did was to tell that baby there was no Santa. So had I started off on that, you know, I wish I had just, you know, started off with that. But definitely it is a mistake to tell them mid-game that Santa doesn't exist. But, you know, it is what it is. Pop-Tarts, we got blueberry and we've got strawberry. But y'all, thank you so much, dear. I really appreciate this. This was an amazing, what should we call these? We need a name for these instead of just unboxing. I'm not really that fond of that name. Another unboxing. I mean, should we call it? And then I don't want to call it like a pantry haul, because that's like, that insinuates that, you know, this is something that, you know, I spent my money on and I didn't. You know, not all the time, you know, not like you guys do. Let's come up with a name for this. You all didn't steer me wrong with the whole Breakfast Club thing. I really like that name for them, for a couple of reasons. So what should we call these unboxings? I mean, I know they're unboxing videos, but I feel like they need to be their own thing. They need their own name. So down in the comments, let's discuss that. In the meantime, in between time, this is the end of it. Thank you so much. Sheila, Grand, was your name even in it? That box that I just, because I just want to see your name, love. Yep. I just wanted to see your name. I knew it was you because you told me that you sent it. But anyway, the pantry could use more orange juice. If you all want to know what to see and what to help with, it could use more orange juice. It could use more apple juice. Oh, there's cereal, because I was trying to remember what the other thing that we are out of completely is cereal. So I found some that was cheaper than the last box, because the last box that someone so generously blessed us with, I think it was around or about $30. And for me, I just thought that was a little expensive, but someone went on ahead and did it anyway. I found some cheaper if you check that wish list. So they're like almost half that price, or you know, or they're cheaper, and they come with their own little spoon and their own little cup. So that shelf stable milk can just literally be poured in there on their way to school. In the Breakfast Club, they can have that on the bus or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or later on, during school or whatever, or even at home if they take it at home and then have it the next morning. So if you all could grab us some more cereal, and if you could grab us some orange juice, some juicy juice, I put that on there, or some apple juice. I'll love you forever. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. I've been so busy today. When I tell y'all they cleaned that pantry out, but I was happy to see it because everybody needed it. And because y'all do what y'all do, they had it. And because I didn't have nothing else to do today, it was a good day for me to have a down day, because that pantry just kept getting hit. I've never seen it that empty at the end of the day. Never. Like, I'm talking about empty shelves, spaces, gaps. I've never seen it that empty before. So the word is getting out, and together we're doing great work. It's been amazing. It has. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great evening.